Hello. Welcome in to another episode or edition of Weekly Spirit Boost. I'm Tammy Mastroberte, best-selling author of the book The Universe is Talking to You. I just want to make sure my sound is good. And the new book coming out soon, which is The Higher Help Method, which is behind me. I just feel like my sound is not working right. So let me just check my settings. Yeah, this is wrong. Hold on. Okay. I think that's correct now. I don't want it to echo. So I am here. I can't believe it's already March 21st. Yesterday was the first day of spring, and it's freezing, by the way, in New Jersey. It's in the 30s. And it was literally in the 60s like a week or so ago. So we're all being tortured here on the East Coast. But the good news for me is that my book is going to be out soon, April 16th. I'm still waiting for the copies. I thought I would have had them. They were supposed to ship out last week, so I have to reach out to Sounds True to find out where are my books, man? They were supposed to come to me, but I don't have the physical copies yet. But it is coming out super soon. You can pre-order it now and get a 2-part live class with me in May, plus a bunch of other bonuses, which you'll see. There's a link in my bio on Instagram. And then on this page, whether you're watching me on YouTube right now or you're watching me on Facebook, there's a link below for you to pre-order the book, enter in your receipt number, and then get access to those awesome bonuses, including the class with me. So I am here today to talk to you about the Higher Help Method and give you tools you can start using right now before the book comes out. So last week we talked about step 1, which was getting clear on what you want. If you missed that, go back to next week. In my YouTube channel, I have a whole playlist of my weekly spirit boosts that you can just go back to. So we talked about getting clarity. We talked about the importance, how to do it, and really just setting an intention about what it is you want to create, what you're trying to create, what you want the universe to partner with you for. This week, we are talking about step 2 of the 4-step higher help method, and that is asking the universe for help. Asking the universe to partner with you, to work with you, to guide you forward, to make the process easier, to take some stress off of you so that you don't feel like you're doing it alone, and to allow the universe to guide you to just isn't it so much easier if someone just leads the way, if somebody lights up the path for you, right? It's like way easier than if you were trying to figure it out. So this does not mean the universe manifests for you. Your higher helpers manifest for you. It is a partnership, right? They guide you. They give you the ideas. They give you the signs, all of that stuff. You are still doing the manifesting. There is still work for you to do, which we started in step 1, which is getting clear on what you want and setting that intention, right? I'm going to go more into work in this step and then next step, but it's easy work. And it's so much easier when you're doing it with the help of the universe. So how do you ask the universe for help? Well, you start with step 1, setting that intention and saying, here's what I'd like to create, this or something better. Always this or something better. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Mary. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Gail. Okay. So always this or something better, right? This is what I want or something better. Now you want to engage, enact, utilize the energy of the universe around you. And you want to ask the universe to assist you, to help you to create what you desire or something better. You do that, and there's 4 different tools that I teach that are in the higher help method, that are in the book, that are in my teachings. If you've taken classes with me, you probably already know them. We are going to go over them here. Tool number 1, I'm so used to steps. Tool number 1 is prayer. Now, prayer does not have to be some big formal thing, right? You can just ask for help in the moment. You can ask for help before you go and do something that you'd like the universe to come with you and make it go well. You can ask for help on behalf of someone else who is struggling. You can ask for help um, in processing things after they've happened. You can ask for help in anything, big or small. It doesn't have to be a crisis in your life for you to stop and ask the universe for help, right? You ask the universe for help to solve problems, to manifest, to create. They're there for you. Your higher helpers are there for you. And you're not bothering them. Literally, I believe we knew this. That's why we agreed to like incarnate in these bodies, right? I always have jokes like with friends in the spirit in my spiritual world who are like, why did we agree to this? Like, who pushed us into coming back? If you believe in past lives and reincarnation, which I do. Whose idea was this, right? Because it's not easy. It's not easy being a soul in this physical body. It's just not. It's not. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of joy with it. There's a lot of wonderful things with it, but there's also pain and there's also difficulties and there's also stress, right? We have spiritual tools that help with all that. But I believe we knew, like, hey, I can do this. I have the energy of the universe around me. I have all these higher helpers. I can do anything. I can figure anything out. I will make it through anything. I will be fine. And then we get here and poof, we forget everything, right? And we get caught up in the physical dense universe. We get caught up in the stress and we completely forget, like, hey, there's this team of people around you, or souls of beings that are available. You just have to ask. So I use the word prayer. You can use any word you want to use in there. But basically, you are literally going to ask for help. And the way I do it and the way the higher help method works is you are going to call in your collective, which is all the angels and guides and loved ones on the other side and everybody that's on the other side that is helping you. Okay. You're going to call in your collective and you are going to ask them to work with you. You're going to ask them for help. And then you're going to explain your problem. And then the best part of the higher help method is you're going to call in your specialized higher helpers, right? My father just had a problem with his water heater. He needed a new water heater in the house, right? He's not going to call the car mechanic to come over and fix the water heater, right? Because while sometimes, it's fantastic that we have people that can do multiple things, you really want somebody who knows what they're doing with that, right? If your car breaks, you're not going to call the chef that worked at a restaurant that you just went to, right? Because why would he know anything about your car? So just like we call on specialized people here in this physical world, we are going to call in specialized helpers on the other side. Who are these helpers? These helpers are our archangels, ascended masters, goddesses, gods, every being that you can possibly think of, Catholic saints, Christianity saints, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be part of that system to be able to call on them, because guess what? The other side of the veil, the other side where your loved ones who have passed on and reside right now, there is no separation. There is no, this is your belief and this is my belief. All that disappears, right? So you can call on anybody. Higher helpers to me also include any soul that is on the other side. So I have so many times called on Steve Jobs, who, by the way, was a very spiritual man. I've called on him many times when I have problems with my Mac, my iPhone, my iPad, all the freaking Apple products that we have in this world. I've called on him many times. I've called on Dr. Wayne Dyer, who has passed on, for help with my mindset, with manifesting, with writing. When I'm doing writing, I will call on Dr. Wayne Dyer to help me in my writing my book, right? So you can call on anybody that you want that is now a soul who has passed into the other. If you have problems with finances or you're trying to invest money, you don't know where to invest, call on JP Morgan. Like, I'm serious. This is sort of how I've been doing this for a very long time, and I've compiled lists and lists of who to call on that are in the higher help method, broken down by category, right? So there's specific higher helpers you call for money and abundance. There's specific higher helpers you're going to call on for physical healing. There's specific higher helpers you're going to call on for energy healing. There's specific higher helpers that you might call on for a parenting issue, for career, for finding your life purpose, for relationships, whether you want to attract new relationships or you want to improve relationships that you have. The list goes on and on. Literally, the second half of the book is all of your tools and all of your resources, and I give you all of those higher helpers. So you are going to ask them for help. You are going to say a prayer. You're going to say, here's what I'm struggling with. Here's who I'm asking to help me. Please show me what to do, where to go. Please help me solve this problem, create this thing or something better, find this solution, make this decision, know which way to go, whatever it might be that you're asking for. And please send me the signs, synchronicities, ideas, opportunities, people, situations, resources that can help me, and please help me recognize and act on them when they arrive. You've just asked the universe for help. Takes minutes. So, and in the book, I also have a bunch of customized prayers per life area as well, and for the common challenges that people are usually looking for help with. But you can literally take my formula that's in the book and take all those higher helpers and create your own prayer really fast. So that's prayer. The second way you are asking the universe for help is something that I call, and this actually straddles step 2, which is what we're talking about now, and step 3. Thank you for the balloons. I don't know who sent that. And I saw fireworks before on Instagram. That's so cool. I didn't know you could do that during a live. This straddles both steps, because step 3 is shift your energy. And we're going to talk about that in another weekly spirit boost. But this one straddles both, because it shifts your energy, but it's also asking the universe to bring you more. So I call this focused gratitude. So you all have probably heard about gratitude. Gratitude is amazing. Gratitude shifts your energy. Gratitude boosts your vibration. Gratitude asks the universe to bring you more of specifically what it is that you want, right? Gratitude is amazing. But what I have found, and I started doing this in my own life, and I started teaching other people how to do this, and this is why it's part of my method, is focused gratitude. What is focused gratitude? If you are stuck in some area of your life, say you're stuck around finances, is it helpful to be grateful about your job or be grateful about your relationship? Yes. Be grateful about everything. But if you are truly stuck in one area, and when it comes to the higher help method, I tell people start with trying to change 1 or 2 areas. Don't focus on your entire life right now. It is way too much, okay? I want you to be open to the signs that the universe is sending to guide you. I don't want you to get lost because you're trying to improve every area. But that's an aside. So focus gratitude. If you are stuck in one area of your life, that's where you need to shift the most. That's where you're probably the most focused on the negative. That is probably why you are where you are the most looking at what is going wrong, because it's your reality right now, right? It's in your face. So if you can take gratitude and focus it on the areas where life is miserable, focus it on the areas where you are struggling, whether that's you need more money, you can't stand your job, you're struggling in a particular relationship, whatever it might be. If you can focus your gratitude a few times throughout the day, just thinking of things that you're grateful for in that area, you are now not just shifting your energy, but you're shifting the way you're looking at that area of your life. You're shifting the focus on that area of your life. You're shifting your energy around that area of your life. That's where you need the shift, right? So the second way we ask the universe for help is by focusing our gratitude in the areas that we are stuck, so that the universe sees, oh, this is what she's focusing on, right? Because the way we communicate with the universe, by the way, is our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs. We're communicating with them all the time. It's just, are we being conscious about that communication? That's why gratitude is so powerful, because you're now conscious about what you're saying and what you're putting out there, right? Big difference. That's why gratitude's so fantastic. So focused gratitude will help you shift your energy, which is step 3, but also ask the universe for assistance and ask the universe for more of what you are focusing on and what you want, right? It kind of shifts your energy. It does everything. So that's the second step. Okay, that's the second tool. Oh, I got more balloons on Instagram. I so didn't know you could do that. That's so cool. Okay, so the third tool. I'm in step mode over in my head over here from all the steps. So the third tool that I love to use, and this is not just asking the universe for help, but it's also really harnessing the energy of the universe in your life. Whether it's your physical body, whether it's that you're trying to manifest or create something in your life. I love this. It's one of my passions. If you've been following me for a while, you know how much I love my crystals. I have them on my desk. I have this pretty one right here. This is like, I believe this is ametrine. So I think this is amethyst and, you can see it a little bit there. It's like amethyst and citrine inside. I love it. I love it. Anyway, I have them everywhere. They're all over my house. I'm going to start giving tours of some of my crystals on my stories on Instagram and Facebook because I think it's just fun. I have I have wealth corners and all of that I can share with you guys on how to put it all together because once you get the book, you're going to want to see examples. So, and there's no pictures in books for the most part. So, crystals. Yes, they're pretty and we wear them as jewelry and they're wonderful and we're attracted to them and they're sparkly and they're fantastic, but they are pure energy. Everything is energy around us, but crystals are pure energy and they all serve their own purpose. So whether you are trying to do something physically with yourself, like calming your anxiety, I would tell you to get howlite. Depression, lepidolite. If you're trying to attract money and wealth, citrine or jade or pyrite. There's just if you're trying to relax your mind, blue lace agate, there's so many different things for sleeping. There are crystals for everything that can have an effect on you and your body, but also can be used and set an intention and programmed to help you draw energy of a specific thing into your life. Now, what I teach in the Higher Help method is to use crystals along with what I call what is called the Feng Shui Bagua in Feng Shui, which is really just about utilizing the energy around us, right? Which is Feng Shui, the way you put your furniture in the house, the colors you use, everything is energy. The Feng Shui Bagua that I share in the book is all about the areas of your life and how your home represents those areas. So I teach you where to put the different crystals or do your rituals, which is the next tool I'm going to talk about, in order to have the effect that you're looking for. So you're going to program these crystals, and I teach you how to program the crystals and put them in those certain areas to harness the energy. This is all about harnessing the energy, right? Another one that I love if you're trying to improve a relationship, rose quartz. I have rose quartz hearts all over. I had one on my desk. My cat knocked it off. In the relationship corner of my desk, because the Feng Shui Bagua goes for your whole house, but it also goes individual rooms, and you can put it over your desktop to see where to place crystals. It's a lot easier to do than for me to explain if you're not familiar with it. So crystals. I love it. If you're looking to protect your energy, if you're an empath, if you're super sensitive, if you're trying not to grab on and suck in the energy of everybody around you, or have your vibration be affected, or have somebody else's bad mood trigger you. We were talking to Bo Maxwell yesterday in the summit, who was talking about how we can actually be assaulted by somebody's energy before they say a word to us. Who has experienced that? Hello. So black tourmaline. Wear yourself some black tourmaline, a bracelet, a necklace, earrings, carry it in your pocket. You're protecting your energy field, right? So crystals are another way to ask the universe for help and really utilize its energy in your life to assist you. Because again, we're doing nothing alone. The universe gave us all of these tools, right? Prayer, crystals, gratitude, and I'm going to talk about rituals in a second. There's so many. These are just a few of the tools, right? There's so many tools, but these are just a few of the tools that we can use to partner with the universe and to utilize the energy around us that we were always meant to utilize. And that speeds everything up and makes everything easier for you. So anyway, crystals is the third one. The last one is rituals. I'm actually teaching a whole class in my Higher Helpline membership community next week on using rituals to manifest. Now, again, everything that I'm talking about here, I break out in the Higher Help Method book in the second part of the book, so under money and abundance, for example, you're going to get a list of higher helpers, a list of crystals, a list of prayers that you can say, a list of focused gratitude exercises specifically for that area of your life, and a list of rituals that you can do. I like to combine all of these tools together into this higher help method. And I promise you, you can do it all in less than, 5 to 10 minutes a day. Seriously, that's how easy it is, because I am not the type of person that's going to spend hours and hours doing something every day in order to create something. Like, I don't have the time. We don't have the time. We're busy. Life is insane. We have a lot going on, right? So anyway, rituals. Why do I love rituals? I love rituals. I've been doing them for a long time in the spiritual world. But listen, we all have rituals, right? You might have a morning ritual when you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you make your coffee, you maybe you take a shower, you get dressed, maybe you listen to the news. I hope you don't, because it's always that talk about bad energy. And all of that kind of stuff, right? So you might have an evening ritual, you might have a morning ritual, you might have a ritual when you first get to work, what you do. Maybe your ritual is you look at your email. Rituals are all over, right? We do them, we don't even realize we're doing them. If you if you use a ritual in a spiritual way as a spiritual tool, and what I like to do is combine all of these tools that I've been talking about into a ritual, you are setting your intention. I like to utilize the crystals in my ritual. I always utilize prayer in my rituals. And sometimes what I do, and I'll do them in those sections of the home, right? Depending on what I'm working on, those feng shui bagua sections of the home. And what I love about it is it's focusing your energy. It's focusing the energy of the universe. It's asking for help. It's utilizing the energy around you. It's setting your intention. It's doing all of these steps, all of these tools in one. It puts it in this happy little package with a bow. And some rituals I will do once and then leave alone. Sometimes I will do them for a certain number of days. So I grew up Catholic. In the Catholic faith, there's something called novenas. Any of you who grew up in the Catholic faith, you might know about novenas, where you say a prayer to a specific higher helper. Usually it's a saint in the Catholic faith for 9 days, right? So there are some rituals that I will do for 9 days. There are some rituals that I will do for, in the higher help method. I think there's a ritual under parenting for like fertility that I have you do like 28 days, right? Like as if it's a 28-day cycle that we usually have, females have. You can do whatever feels right to you. I've also have rituals that I've done for 40 days and when I say done, I mean, I create the ritual, I set it up. Maybe I'll do a crystal grid. I'll set an intention. I'll write something on a paper, and then I will go and say a prayer calling in help in front of that area for 9 days or 40 days or whatever, however many days I decide to do it. And then I let it sit. So I've created a bunch of rituals that are in the higher help method, but you can do it any way that you want. You can simply say a prayer and do nothing with crystals and do nothing with anything else. It's completely up to you. I'm an extra person. I like to do things extra. I like to supercharge things. And so that's why I combine them all together. So if that, and to me, I have found all of those things together just work really, really well. But again, your ritual can be, I'm just going to call in higher help every day for the next 9 days or for the next 40 days. And I'm just going to keep asking for the signs. And then I'm going to be looking for the signs. And then I'm going to be acting on those signs, right? So that the universe can continue to lead me. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. It's just that rituals are super powerful. There was an article in, I think it was Scientific American magazine. I think I quoted this in my book, where they did a whole article called Why Rituals Work. You can look it up. And it showed, whether it's a spiritual ritual or otherwise, like just the intention that you're putting into it seems sufficient enough for that to produce results. So I love it. I love it. I love it. There's so many different things we can, I always say, if you've heard me talk before about meeting my husband, my now husband, I always say I manifested him in the backyard in a crock pot because I did a ritual. That ritual, by the way, with a little bit extra, is in the higher help method under relationships on how to manifest a partner. But I literally did a ritual outside in like January in the snow with the crock pot, and I wrote a whole list and I burned it and it was a whole thing. And I've had other people do it, by the way, with incredible results. Like, I love hearing the stories of when people do that and they're like, I can't believe I met my person in like 6 months, or I met my person and it was exactly what I did the ritual for. And it's just crazy. But anyway, I tell my husband all the time, I manifested you in my backyard on a crock pot. It was a ritual. So I love rituals. And so these are really the 4 tools that you can start using right now, even before you get the book. But don't forget, if you pre-order the book, you get the 2-part live class with me, where I'm going to be going through it. I'm going to be doing meditations with you, exercises, helping you apply it to your own life, all of the wonderful things. And then also, you'll get a bonus meditation to use right now to open your intuition, to start noticing the signs. I call in angels. It's a whole guided visualization to kind of open up your chakras and open you up more. Because I know sometimes people say, like, I'm asking for help, but I'm not noticing the signs. And it's like, I promise you the signs are coming. You just have to do a little bit to open yourself up, which was what my whole first book was about. The Universe is Talking to You was a how-to book on how to start opening up to the signs and synchronicities from the universe. So anyway, I'm going to be doing that 2-part live class for anybody that pre-orders the book. And it's the first week of May that we're going to be doing it. And yes, you get the replay for the live class, of course. So I'm super excited about that. I'm so excited for the book. Hopefully next week when I come on here, I will have the actual books. I'm so emailing Sounds True after this and asking them if they sent them. I know they're coming from like Colorado and I'm in New Jersey, so I don't know. But I think they had told me they were sending them out last week. Maybe something got delayed. But hopefully next week I can have the physical book here to snuggle with and show you, because I'm so excited about it. I just want to see if I missed any comments. Oh, okay. So Heavenly 970, I think, on Instagram is saying, is there anything I could do to connect to a recently deceased loved one? It's his birthday today. I would ask him for a sign. So I have an exercise called Assign a Sign, where you assign a sign to your loved one that has passed away and ask them to use the sign within the next 3 days to let them know you're around you. You can actually get the little prayer and everything that I do completely free. If you go to TammyMastroberte.com, at the top of the page, there's my top 3 tools for higher help communication. And the Assign a Sign exercise is one of them that you will get. You also get my morning prayer, which you can then, it's basically a morning prayer that I started saying every day years ago. And there's an intention section in it where you can put anything into it. But I would ask your loved one who has passed on, I would give them a sign, a red rose, a red balloon, a blue butterfly, a grasshopper, anything that you could ask them to use their name. You can ask them to use their birthday in numbers somewhere. Anything that you want to give them, but I want you to ask them to use it and ask them to use it within the next 3 days. And if you don't get it in those 3 days, I promise you missed it. I promise you they sent it. Ask them again. So that would be my advice for that. But again, you can get the exact little prayer and everything that I do for that Assign a Sign completely free at TammyMastroberte.com. Okay, so let me see. I think that was the last question that was on there. I didn't see anything else. Okay. I'm trying to see Instagram and everything else. I just want to see if I missed any questions. Lorraine is in my membership community. She's going to be part of the ritual class that I'm doing. Yes, please give us a crystal tour. I'm still not 100% sure what each one is. Yeah, so I can take you around. I'll do that. I'll start doing that more in my stories. Maybe I'll do some reels or some videos touring my crystal collection and how I'm using them and all of that. I think that would be fun. I'm definitely going to do that. Yes, Michelle is saying for finance, peridot also. Absolutely. Peridot is great. Like I said, green jade is great. Pyrite is great. Citrine is great. There's so many different ones that are really, really good for finance to help you in that area. Mary said she has to get some black tourmaline. Yes, get your black tourmaline. And the other thing that I like to do with black tourmaline, just energy wise, by the way, is I like to actually have like chunks or pieces of the black tourmaline, and I put it on the floor by my doors, like the entrances to my house. So if somebody's coming in, whatever door they're coming in, I feel like it traps the negative energy before it gets into my house. Just a little black tourmaline tip. Oh, Janie said she loves Bo Isabeau Maxwell. She's awesome. I resonate so much with her teachings, and we always say like we always have great conversations because we both sort of view intuition and signs and all of that kind of stuff the same way. And so yeah, I love her. She's fantastic. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's already 12:32. So, oh, Michelle says she loves Bo too. She really is awesome. I love her. I love her teachings. I resonate with absolutely everything that she teaches. And what I love about her too, and if you guys are not part of the summit, I'm going to do another summit interview. This is the last few interviews of the summit, elevatedexistencesummit.com, where I'm interviewing these amazing people and they all have free gifts and special offers. And we will be doing replays. So if you missed, we started in January. Don't worry. If you join now, you're still going to be able to listen to everybody because I do a final replay season. But Bo is awesome, and she was on yesterday in the summit, and we were talking about all of this stuff. And what I love about her is that she actually didn't start opening her intuition until she was in her 30s, which I think is so great because I think so many people out there think like, well, I wasn't seeing angels when I was 5, so I don't have an intuition, or I'm not going to be able to open my intuition, or I'm just not meant to be a medium or whatever. She's a psychic medium and intuitive development teacher, and she did not have any crazy experiences until she was 31. So that's why I love her also, because she totally blows that myth of if I wasn't born with these crazy experiences, I'm not going to be able to develop it. Absolutely not. So that's one of the things I love. But now what I'm actually going to go do is prep for my interview with Anna Marie Ellison, who is an animal communicator, an intuitive teacher, and an energy healer. And we are going to be talking about energy healing for animals, which I love anything about animals. This is all about energy healing for animals. And what I love about her is that she talks about when we're healing our animals, what often happens is that we're wind up healing ourselves as well, and the animals actually become the healers as much as we are healing them. So I love that about her, and I'm going to be live with her at 1:00. So that is awesome. Lorraine, what stone can I wear as a bracelet to open up to abundance? You can, any of those stones we were talking about, you can actually they sell like abundance bracelets that have multiple stones in it. So like it might have citrine, clear quartz, because anything you pair with clear quartz amplifies the energy of it. I think I actually have a bracelet that has citrine, pyrite, and green jade in it. I think if I'm remembering correctly, it might also be green aventurine instead of jade. I can't remember. But any of those, you can get one that has multiples, or you can get one that just is a single one, and you can even stack single ones. Like, you can't listen. I feel like you can't overdo anything, and you certainly can't overdo crystals, which is what I tell myself every time I go to the gemstone shows and I buy more. Michelle says, I have black tourmaline planted in the 4 directions of my yard. I have heard of that. You don't understand. I told my husband that a while ago. I was like, we need to start planting stuff into the ground on the 4 corners of our home. I can't believe you said that. I learned that from, it might have been Margaret Ann Lembo, who is the owner of the crystalgarden.com, who I love. It's basically a store in Florida, but you can go online. Was it her who taught me that? I can't remember, but I love that you have that. And you just reminded me that I need to do it now that it's spring. I'm so going to get me, I'm so going to do that. I'm so going to do that. Wait till my husband comes home. I'm going to tell him next crystal show, we're getting ourselves some black tourmaline to plant outside. I love that. Oh, thank you, Michelle. She said, I really love the summit. Thank you so much for coordinating it. I love it too. I enjoy so much doing the interviews and meeting the people and bringing you guys this stuff. And I always hear from people like, you brought so-and-so and I had never heard of that person before your summit. And now I'm doing all of this work because of it. And it's just awesome. And it's free. It's literally free. You don't have to buy a thing to listen to it. But of course, they all have special offers, and everybody has free gifts. So, and a lot of summits I find are like crammed up into like a week or 3 days, and you have 12 interviews, and then you got to choose who you want to listen to, and that's too stressful. So that's why I do it over 3 months. So you can basically listen to anybody you want to listen to. You can't miss someone. Oh, Mary said I turned you on to Amy. Are you talking about Amy B. Scher or Amy McCree? Both of them are fantastic. Vanessa said, does it have to be planted outside? Can you do the four corners of an apartment? You can do it inside or outside. Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, there's even meditations that I have seen people, like, I remember reading a book once where in the meditation space that you were in, you put it was shungite instead of black tourmaline, which is also another black stone. Shungite is great for electromagnetic frequencies and stuff. But the meditation that the person had in this book was literally in the space that you're in. You do the four corners with the shungite to ground you and protect you, and then you were holding selenite, I believe, in the meditation. So you can do the four corners everywhere. It doesn't have to be it does not have to be planted outside. Yeah, see, Michelle, who was talking about the four corners, says do both. Do both. Why not? And put them by the doorways. I like the black tourmaline by my doorways because I feel like I even have it at the doorway to my office, because this office is like my spiritual sanctuary. And I have my meditation room, which is basically a closet that my husband built, right inside this room, but in another space. And so I'm very, I cleanse this room more than any other room in my house, and I have crystals everywhere, and I have the black tourmaline by that door as well. Just make sure that you clear at least the ones that you're using inside the house and stuff like that, periodically, just to kind of clear the energy and recharge them. I believe the one that is buried in the ground, and maybe Michelle, if you're still on here, I believe the earth would be continually cleansing that. So I don't think you would have to dig them up and cleanse them. That would be my guess. Although I don't think you would have to. So yeah, but if it's in your house, you can certainly cleanse it, put it on selenite overnight, or cleanse it with sage or Palo Santo or essential oils. There's so many different things you can use for cleansing. Yes, Michelle said yes. That is one way to cleanse. Yeah. So I think the ones that you're burying outside, you're good. But if it's inside, definitely be sure to cleanse them every now and then, just so that all the energy that it's picking up, you kind of cleanse and let it lighten up and restart. Anyway, okay, so I gotta go do the interview with Anna Marie Ellison, which I'm excited about, and then I'm also being interviewed on a podcast today for my new book that'll be coming out later. I'll be posting the different podcasts that I'm on that you guys can listen to. I've been doing a lot of stuff for the new book, which is so much fun because I love talking about it. I can talk about it all day, as you can see, because I could stay here and talk to you about more. But yes, Michelle, selenite ones are my favorite. I literally usually have one on my desk, but I was using it as part of a meditation. So I left it in my meditation room. And yes, selenite never has to be cleansed, and it cleanses other crystals. So you can get like a selenite plate, a selenite wand, anything selenite is amazing. But yes, don't get it wet because it's porous and it'll disintegrate. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope this has helped you. I hope you can start using some of these tools right now. And I do hope that you pre-order the Higher Help Method at the link in my bio on Instagram and below in YouTube. I believe it's just TammyMastroberte.com/higher help method. But anyway, the link is below. So you can go to that page, pre-order, and then make sure you bring your receipt back to that page so that you can get access to the live class with me, a bunch of other bonuses that so many of my spiritual friends have lent to it. And it's going to be out soon. And crossing our fingers, I have the physical book by next weekly Spirit Boost. We will see. But I'm going to go prep for Anna Marie. If you're heading over to the summit or you're going to be listening to it later, I will see you there. And as I always weekend, and please be sure to do something that brings you joy, that makes you happy, that boosts your vibration, that makes you feel good this weekend, no matter how big or how small, because you deserve it. It will elevate you. It will make you feel better, and it will change your point of attraction. So bring yourself joy. I'm wishing you joy, and I will see you all here again next Thursday at noon Eastern time, hopefully with the physical book. I'll see you all then. Bye, everybody.